Welcome everybody to Cobourg Honda, proudly serving the community for over 35 years. Today we're here to take you on a tour of this 2021 Honda HR-V LX all-wheel drive. Check this out, only 35,000 kilometers on this. This is a great find here at Cobourg Honda. If you are shopping from home, after this video, you're going to know the exterior and interior condition of this HR-V, plus some of the great features on the vehicle, which will let you know that this is the right choice from you at Cobourg Honda. Now, what's underneath the hood of an HR-V is a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine connected to an automatic transmission. And as we did mention, yes, this is all-wheel drive. So this is a subcompact SUV, as you can see from the side profile here. However, lots of room in the trunk, good back seat space for adults or kids alike. It's a subcompact, but it's kind of funny. It doesn't really feel like it, except for when you see it from the outside. As we do this tour, if there's dings, dents, scratches, I will point them out to you. You do not have to be a detective. That's kind of the purpose of this video. But we're also going to point out features such as these 17-inch alloy wheels that you get. Nice Michelin rubber on here as well. Now we've got fold-away mirrors. Everything is color-coded on the outside to match this beautiful gunmetallic gray paint. And then as we slide back here, you'll see how that roof line kind of shapes down. I like how they have the handle for the rear up in here. Something cool, something different. Remember the Hyundai Veloster had that way back in the day? Very similar. Coming around to the back, big tail lights. I like the back, the big tail lights. That's good for rear and safety. Certainly not going to miss those at night. Nice looking hatch on the back, HR-V logo. Everything looks nice and neat and tidy here. I don't see any big scratches or anything from being dragged out of the back. And then we have that all-wheel drive badge back here. Now opening up the trunk, this is where it's a little bit of a shock, because look, we've got a full set of golf clubs with the driver, and we have a full suitcase in the back. Now the previous owner did keep in their privacy cover, so you can take that as well as a nice accessory to kind of keep peering eyes from looking in. Nobody wants their stuff taken out of the back of their car. And then coming around to the passenger side, again, I am looking for dings, dents, scratches. 35,000 kilometers is really not a whole lot to talk about as far as cosmetic condition. It's just really, really sharp. And then as we come around to the front, very cool design style here, where it's got this black piece kind of finishing off the top of the headlights. All right. Good looking headlights, nice fog lights down below, and then taking a step back just to give you that nice front view of this vehicle. But yeah, really, really nice shape, really cool looking front end. Even the hood, I'm trying to find like a stone chip or, yeah, it's not really much. So we're gonna call it again like a 9.8 out of 10, only because I might have missed something small, but not much gets past me. Now, back seats. I've got that driver's seat all the way back to show you there's still legroom back here for adult passengers. We've got reclining rear seats, okay? No rips, no tears, no stains, no burns, non-smoker vehicle. Nice fabric in the back. Looks like probably nobody really has ever even sat back here. It's very, very, very tidy. And then in the front, same idea. Just nice, very, very clean. We do have a height adjustable driver's front seat, so you can sit up nice and tall if you are of the vertically challenged type. And then inside here, nice, clean, easy to use steering wheel. We have our radio controls and controls for our center display up top. We have adaptive cruise control on the HR-V as part of the Honda Sensing Safety Suite. You can see there we have the lane keeping assist as well. Also includes forward emergency braking. We have our Bluetooth controls here, and then the information selections here as well. Just looking in our, big time glare there, sorry. Well, let's just get the kilometers. 35,603 is the odometer on here. I apologize, there's just a wicked glare from the sun. Can't really do much about that right now. Down here towards our driver's knee, the Econ button to get the best fuel economy possible. Really highly recommend using that if you're looking to save some money on fuel. Forward collision warning, lane keeping assist can be turned on or off. Our heated windshield washer fluid, that really nice Honda feature that comes on almost every Honda. And then having a look at the center console, just kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at from a driver's perspective. And before we get into the infotainment, I do want to show one cool thing. So they made really good use of space. So underneath the shifter, we have some storage down here, and you'll notice there are some USB ports and another power charging port there. But I love that. I think that's a really good use of space to kind of, you know, take some dead space and make something of it. Now, our infotainment system is very simple. We have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is how most people are going to operate this. So the screen will change. You have access to all your digital stuff off your phone. Kind of makes sense. Our audio sources, we do have Bluetooth audio streaming as well, in case you don't want to plug in every single time. You can use your Bluetooth audio streaming. We have a nice multi-angle rear view camera system. So this is a 180-degree field of view. You don't get this on many cars. This is more the traditional view that you would see on another vehicle. And then we also have this view, which is a top-down over your back bumper, which allows you to get really nice and tight if you're backing up to a parking spot. So I love the multi-angle view that you get with Honda in this HR-V. Now we have automatic climate control, which on this vehicle is something that you probably shouldn't get. And what I mean by that is, you know, that's a feature that's usually reserved for something a little bit more expensive, but I love how they have it on the HR-V, so that's a big bonus. And we do have heated seats for driver and passenger, but we certainly do not need them on a day like today. It's quite warm out. Our automatic shifter, this really nice center console, electronic parking brake with brake hold, and then we have our cup holders and some more storage here as well. All right, so again, really kind of cool, clean layout. Just give you a little look around the dash here. And then last but not least, we have our Carfax for the HR-V. So one owner vehicle, which explains why it's in such great shape. There is one very minor accident on the vehicle, which I'll show you in just a moment. 8 service records. This is absolutely fantastic to see. So that way you can see all the maintenance that was done to the HR-V. And then having a look at the collision claim. So it says claim is unknown. In other words, it's not necessarily, it was a collision. So it could be a number of things. It could have been a windshield. It could have been a lot of different things kind of follow under unknown. But usually, almost 95% of the time, it's a collision. You would see collision claim. The dollar amount, $1,860. That is absolutely nothing. Like, that is so minuscule. You can't really do any kind of work on a vehicle for under $1,000. And then consider the fact that that includes HST. We don't even know what it was, but for $1,800, it's not even worth mentioning anything past the fact of you don't really need to be concerned with that. So folks, if you are looking for a really clean 2021 HR-V, this is a fantastic find here at Cobourg Honda. If you have never visited Cobourg before, come down, make a day out of it, hit the beach, grab some lunch, take this out for a nice long test drive, explore the shops, and have a great day in Cobourg. It really is a beautiful town to visit, and while you're doing that, you can get behind the wheel of this 21 HR-V from Cobourg Honda. So thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to whoever picks up this great find.